very important shlokas. Bhagavan is introducing Karma Yoga in this chapter, and after praising Karma Yoga and talking about its benefit, he is now giving us the two Moola shlokas, two essential shlokas centering around which the entire Karma Yoga is woven around. In Karmanye Vadhikaraste, we have seen that the Lord talks about our right to work. And Ma Phaleshu Kadachana, Shankaracharya beautifully explains that the adhikara hai over phala is not to be interpreted as right or not having right over the fruits of labor, but not giving into the high degree of desire for the result. All of us know that according to the natural law, when there is an action, there is a reaction. You put in some effort, there is some input, there has to be an output. Always. Unless and until it is a black hole in the cosmos where anything can go and just disappear. Now we don't know where it goes. It must be going and getting transformed into something else there. How do we know? Maybe it is going to another, set of planets, another solar system itself. That's a very strong possibility. And this possibility has been expounded in the science also very clearly. There is a possibility. Maybe there is a passage. So an input will always give you an output. Input, process, output is the normal law. Whatever life hua, organization hua, management practices hua, or philosophy hua, it is the same thing. He says, so when there is going to be a result, you don't specify the result, number one. You can't specify the result logically. You have no control over the result, that we have very clearly seen. We can only specify something over which we have a control. There are so many factors, uncontrollable factors, unknown factors, so we cannot specify the result. Now, when we can't specify a result, how can we desire that result? So, logically, it is foolish to desire a particular result. It does not mean that you should not have an objective or you should not aim to achieve the objective. When you are in business, you are talking about profit. Now, the same profit can also be talked about in terms of economic value added to the society. What are you generating cash? You are generating capital. When you make profit, you pay tax. You are contributing to GDP. You are creating wealth. That's what we didn't do for almost 45 years till Ambani came on the business scene. Then suddenly he transformed. Whatever he did, whatever the means he adopted, that is not our concern now. That's a different chapter altogether. But he created wealth for the country. He created larger institutions. Okay. So there is bound to be a result. You do not know what is going to be the result. When Ambani started his business, did he ever imagine that he would be actually able to achieve his dream of owning a refinery? That's what he wanted to do. But did he really think that he would own? He wanted to, fine. But he did, ultimately. So one viewpoint is that you dream, only then you can achieve what you want. Dream is okay. Desire is not, we are not talking about desire here. Acharya says, Phala Trishna, obsessive desire, which creates anxiety. Anxiety over results can only create more anxiety. And more anxiety, more and more anxiety, unending anxiety. And where is your mind? It is an uncontrolled mind. It is not a quietened mind. It is not a balanced mind. So when the mind is not in equilibrium, there is nothing that you and I can achieve. Right? Very simple, very straight. But along with that, he gives us a beautiful lesson of motivation, that if you specify a result and hanker after the results, if there is a shortfall in your expectation, then you are demotivated. You will drop your project midway, or you will not initiate a new project, or you will take to inaction. You will say, no, I don't want any project anymore. I'm happy with the job that I'm doing every day. I don't want a special project. I don't want to be on the special project committee. So it demotivates you and you might take to inaction. Bhagavan says, don't ever take to inaction. That is why I am saying, don't hanker after result. And he also says very, very strong spiritual point, that don't be the cause of karma. Karma results in bandhan. It results in janma marana cycle. Don't give in to that. Don't get into that rut. In the next sloka, the Lord is once again emphasizing the attitude towards work that we should have. Says yogastha kuru karmani. चलो एक बार स्टैंड कर देते हैं. संगं त्यक्त्वा धनंजय सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा योग उच्यते. Now here in the second Mula Shloka, one of the important definition of Karma Yoga is given by the word Samatvam. Samatvam, being equanimous, is what is called yoga. Being in yoga, he says, be in yoga as you are working, as you are engaged in action. Be steady in yoga. Don't falter. Don't leave your good attitude, your attitude of surrender to the Ishvara. Okay? Do the work for the sake of work. Don't we all enjoy work that we do many times? Challenging work, which motivates us internally. It is called intrinsic motivation. We have seen that. However hard that work is, if it is challenging, we get into that. We don't mind. Sometimes we spend 4 or 5 hours unknowingly doing that work because it interests us. Whether it is reading or writing or singing, anything, or doing even hard labor. If you are inspired, you can do hard labor also without feeling the fatigue. So maintain that attitude, be steady in yoga. When are you steady in yoga? When you leave the attachment to the raga, dvesha, sukha, dukha, the pairs of opposite. Don't be attached to the results. Later on the Lord says, don't be attached to the work itself. Do the work, don't be attached. Being attached to the work means you have a kartrutva bhav. That is also ahankara. The problem is, when you have kartrutva bhav, you will have bhoga bhav. If you think that I have done this, then you will say that I deserve the result also. वहाँ आई है तो यहाँ भी आई है. You can't avoid it. Natural, basic psychology. सिद्ध्या सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा. आचार्य यहाँ तक बोल देते हैं, even in this pursuit of a great purpose, if there is an accomplishment or lack of, or a shortfall in accomplishment, don't deter. Be balanced, be samatvam. That attitude itself is a growth within you. It is an inner growth. Like our Jaggi Vasudev says, inner engineering. You have done inner engineering already. Not being attached to the pairs of opposite, not giving into raga and dvesha. Raga dvesha akritva, रहना ही समत्व है. समत्व से क्या क्या लाभ है वो आगे देखते हैं. बहुत कुछ लाभ है, हमने देखा भी है. We have seen that also. Though this is a key definition. संगम त्यक्त्वा, क्योंकि आगे भगवान बोलते हैं 15th चैप्टर में, असंग शस्त्रेण दृढ़ेन छित्वा. दृढ़ेन छित्वा, with determination, chop off the tree of attachment. Chop off this tree. Only then you get to the supreme. वैराग्य का रास्ता है. समत्व को वैराग्य भी कहते हैं. समत्व को इनर ग्रोथ, तरक्की. And why is he talking about shortcoming or not shortfall in the accomplishment in the pursuit of religion or spiritual heights? He says other dvandvas, other pairs of opposites are of lower order. Sooner or later, because it is, first of all you will leave tamas, then rajas, then sattva. Sattva also you have to leave ultimately. So it is something like that, same order. When you say heat and cold, it's easy. It is definitely very easy nowadays. Come inside the home and put on the AC. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. Or if it is cold, you put on a pullover. No issues. Very easy to handle. If you want to handle, it's very easy to handle. Likewise, जया जयो, मान अपमान. मान अपमान थोड़ा और ऊपर है. जया जयो से भी ऊपर है. लाभा लाभों से भी ऊपर है. सुख दुख है तो it applies to all the situations, all the द्वंद्व. But सिद्धि और असिद्धि जो है सबसे ऊपर है. Because you may have the maturity, may have grown enough to ward off these pairs of opposite. You will have to rise even further beyond that, so that siddhi or asiddhi maybe you become unmoved. अच्युत बन के रहें. उनका नाम अच्युत ही है ना, भगवान का नाम. तो अच्युत बन के रहें. That is what is called as being steady, being stable. Yoga style. Be steady in the yoga and keep growing. The next shloka. Here is a comparison with karma. Karma yoga is called buddhi yoga, and it is being compared once again with karma. Let's chant the shloka. Dure najaharam karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam vichha kripana phala hetavaha. भगवान once again points out कि सकाम कर्म जो है निकृष्ट है, उत्कृष्ट नहीं है. Very clearly he says दूरेन ह्यवरम कर्म. Karma, action, normal action, not being karma yoga but only action, it is far inferior. Durena here means far, wide, too very. Havaram, inferior. Inferior to what? To karma yoga, buddhi yoga. Compared to buddhi yoga, karma. Compared to karma yoga, karma is far inferior. Why is he saying that? Because he is asking Arjuna to engage in karma, na? I know, he says, I know it is far inferior. That is not given here. But he knows what. The word sakam karma को यहाँ कर्म कहा गया, not just karma, sakam karma को. And war is not a sakam karma, it is swadharma. Swadharma, war. Arjuna engaged in war, swadharma. वो sakam नहीं है, वो तो स्वधर्म है, वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा, धर्म है वो. especially a Dharma Yuga. So he says, Buddhau Sharanam Anvichha Kripanaha Phalahetavaha. Kripanaha, दीन, जो फल के इच्छुक हैं, the people who are concentrating on the fruits or the results are as inferior as the karma that we are talking about. They are miserly, they are pitiable. The right meaning for Kripana is pitiable, because they know not what they are settling for. They know not what they are bargained for. They think they have bargained for their rights. No. There is something much, much higher they could have got. Samatvam is growth. That growth they have missed. They have missed the jnanam which would have come to them had they been in Karma Yoga. And then jnanam ke baad और steps हैं. Then ultimate step. So what should we do? फलहेतवः जो है वो कृपण हैं. They are pitiable. So you Arjuna बुद्धौ शरणम अन्विच्छ. बुद्धि योगा के शरण में जाओ, अपने बुद्धि के शरण में जाओ. Take refuge in the buddhi yoga, something which is much, much, far, far superior. Very simple shloka. We are not going into the very great details here. It's a longer bhashyam. Since the crowd is not much, we will keep the bhashyam here. We at least introduce the next shloka in this class. We'll talk about it. We'll continue in the next class also, because this is equally important. Okay? So let's chant this shloka. बुद्धि युक्तो जहाति है उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्. A very, very beautiful, very, very potent, very shloka of a very, very high order. It contains, although it is not regarded as a bija shloka as far as Karma Yoga is concerned, it doesn't define Karma Yoga, but the points that it is bringing out is very important for any seeker, for any Vedanti, to understand the efficacy of spiritual practice and how to do it. With a very, very clear description as to how to cross this big, large ocean of samsara. That is what is our aim right now. सागर से संसार सागर को पार करना है हमने. वो कैसा हो सकता है? क्योंकि वी आर कैरिंग ए वेरी बिग लोड ना. वासनाएं हैं, पाप पुण्य का पोटली है हमारे साथ. उसको इट इज वेइंग सो हेवीली ऑन अस. हाउ डू वी क्रॉस दिस बिग लार्ज ओशन, ह्यूज ओशन, विद दैट काइंड ऑफ baggage? That secret is given in this shloka. So let us see the meaning of this shloka. Buddhi yukto jahati. बुद्धि युक्त है, जघाति इह. जहाति मतलब rejects, leaves, discards. जो बुद्धि युक्त कौन है? Who is बुद्धि युक्त? One who is engaged in कर्म योगा. बुद्धि योग है ना, कर्म योगा is बुद्धि योगा. Who is with the buddhi? The one who is the karma yogi is the one who is got the buddhi in order. Having the buddhi, everybody has a buddhi. Only it is not in equilibrium. Okay, buddhi सबके पास है. It is not nirmal. It is not तीक्ष्ण. It is not सूक्ष्म. That is why they say, refine the saw, polish the saw, sharpen the saw कहते हैं लोग. The carpenter when he goes for his work, first वो saw को लेके तो sharpen करता है वो. क्या what is that paper called? Salt paper? Yeah, sandpaper. He sharpens the saw. Or you have that round thing, no? Pedal करके. So only then that saw will be able to work efficiently. The efficiency of the saw increases with that. Likewise, buddhi yukta, buddhi to attitude hai. Buddhi yukta, being buddhi yukta means having that right attitude. In Karma Yoga, there are two things only. One is right action with the right attitude. Right action he is describing in the third chapter in detail. Now we are talking more about the attitude. Attitude is that this work I like, I am enjoying this work. If you don't enjoy it, leave it. Do some other work. Go and tell your boss, I don't want to do this, sir. आप मुझे कुछ और काम दे दीजिए. That's okay. Love your work, you will never have to work. कहते हैं ना, बुद्धि युक्त तो होते हैं. बुद्धि युक्त मतलब युज मिला हुआ बुद्धि वो है जो कर्म युग में इन्वॉल्व है. हु इज गॉट द राइट एटीट्यूड विच इज गेटिंग प्योरर. चित्त शुद्धि हो रही है, उसकी प्रोसेस हैज ऑलरेडी बिगन, बट इट नीड्स टू बी शार्पन फर्दर. एंड सच पीपल हु हैव शार्पन देयर बुद्धि एंड हु आर एंगेज्ड इन योगा जहाती, दे रिजेक्ट. व्हाट डू दे रिजेक्ट हियर? They reject lot of things. They reject the results. They reject the sukha dukha. They reject the attachment to these things with dvandvas. They reject raga and dvesha. Most important. Raga can take you into the deepest part of the ocean of samsara. The more deep you go, the more you think about it, more you get more and more attached. जितना आपको अच्छा लग रहा तो और भी अटैचमेंट होता जाएगा. Then you are deep into the sea bed. निकलना चाहो तो भी बड़ा टाइम लगेगा ऊपर आने. If you are imagine 5,000 feet deeper, it will take 3-4 minutes at least. Can you hold your breath for 5 minutes? So don't go that deep. Superficially. Enjoy it. You see, watch out what is happening in the life around you. सबको समझो क्या क्या हो रहा है. हाँ ये अच्छा लग रहा है. क्यों अच्छा लग रहा है? हाँ गुड. दिस इज स्वीट. आई लव स्वीट. इस बार कहाँ गए? नेपाल. नेपाल से तो रुद्राक्ष लेके आएंगे. नेपाल से रुद्राक्ष लेके आएंगे. यहाँ सिर्फ राग द्वेष की या द्वंद्वों की बात नहीं की जा रही. आचार्य भगवान इज टॉकिंग अबाउट सुकृते दुष्कृते. अच्छे कर्म और बुरे कर्म जो आपने किए हैं, which means you raise above the level. This is, I don't know why it has been put here. I have to understand. My brain has to grow a bit more. Buddhi has to grow to understand this. This is the highest level of our philosophy. Anyway, it's only introducing the concept. It's fine. Introduction में सब concept बता देते हैं ना, तो the Lord is just introducing that concept also. Ultimately, one has to do good deeds. Only when you do lot of good deeds, you will become a karma yogi. That purity of chitta will come about much later, after doing lot of good deeds. Keep doing good deeds. Then slowly you will say, it is goodness in you not to seek returns for those deeds. Then your chitta opens up, it gets cleaned, it gets purified. Then when it gets purified, then only you get jnana. ये जो सुकृते दुष्कृते जो है, it is at a much later stage. It is the ultimate stage where you are above good and bad. You are above dharma and adharma. Right now, Arjuna is talking about dharma and adharma, no? If I kill these people, it will be adharma. Lord is not saying, no, there is no adharma there. He is not saying that. Because for that, Arjuna has to grow further, very fast. तो धर्म विवर्जितम कहते हैं. ब्राह्मण को भी सकल धर्म विवर्जितम. And he ultimately, the last part of Gita, he says, सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य. सारे धर्मों को छोड़ो. Not this धर्म है. सारे धर्मों को, जो आपका एसेंस जो तुम मान के चल रहे हो, उसको छोड़ दो. उसको भी छोड़ दो. तुम ही सब कुछ हो, तुम्हारा फिर क्या एसेंस है? When you are everything, where is the question of essence? You are essence itself. So धर्म मतलब essence भी होता है. There are two major definitions for dharma. One is the nature of anything. The second is that which sustains you is your dharma. धारणात इति धर्म. जो आपको धारण करवाता है वो धर्म है. Like fire, the dharma of fire is heat. अब फायर है तो उसमें हीट तो होएगा ना. अगर फायर में से हीट निकाल दो तो फायर रहेगा क्या? So that is the essence of fire, heat. तो धर्म of fire is heat. भगवान कहते हैं सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य. How beautiful. I mean, he has given us so much scope to interpret this shloka so beautifully. People don't take recourse to it. They are in the same mode where they started. Where they started? Ma phaleshu kadachana. You have no right over the fruits. Who will read Bhagavad Gita when you are told that you have no right over it? And strangely speaking, these people have written the commentary much after Shankaracharya. Somebody who has written a beautiful commentary, had a great vision, and he thought so much about the future generation and the psychology of people. What impact will my commentary have on the society and people? इतना सोच के उन्होंने लिखा है. उसके 400-500 साल के बाद आप कमेंट्री लिख रहे हो, which is actually a doomsday. Nobody will touch Bhagavad Gita with that kind of an attitude. I have myself done it. I think I told you. No one, none less than Swami Bhumananda. He was lecturing and he took this shloka and he was just translating. He wasn't explaining. I didn't have patience. Impatient boy, young man. I was, जबरदस्ती मुझे लेके गए थे. My aunt and one of my father's friend, two families, जबरदस्ती मुझे लेके गए थे, दोनों मिलकर. And I just stormed out of the pandal, गुस्से में, कि क्या बात कर रहे हैं, what nonsense. And he commented, it seems after I went, there goes the angry young man. Those days Amitabh Bachchan was very famous, no, angry young. Didn't understand what he would talk, didn't even wait. Later on, when I read his books, I realized what a great Swami he was. We live with all these assumptions, presumptions, conditions. Even Kanchi, Shankaracharya, I had never seen. He has come so close to my house many times. I never went to see him. कभी सोचा ही नहीं था. सोचा भी नहीं उनको जाके मिलना है. But when I read him, barely 5-6 years back, only I read his work. मतलब दिल पिघल गया उनकी राइटिंग को देख के, सुन के, पढ़ के. It's so simple. All great concepts he explains in such simple fashion. Even ordinary person can understand what he is talking about. And so coolly, calmly he will talk. And that knowledge, phenomenal. So ultimately, after you achieve Chitta Shuddhi, then you ज्ञान की प्राप्ति होगी गुरु की कृपा से, ईश्वर की कृपा से. ज्ञान प्राप्ति के बाद ज्ञान निष्ठा करोगे, तब जाके उभे सुकृते दुष्कृते तब आएगा, बट आएगा. here is another promise, you will reach that state. इसलिए अर्जुन प्लीज गेट अप एंड फाइट. कर्म करोगे तो कर्मयोगी बनोगे ना, तो अभी पहले कर्म करो और कर्म राइट एटीट्यूड से करो तो अपने आप कर्मयोगी बन जाओगे. द एंटायर प्रोसेस विल बिगिन नाउ. व्हाई एम आई आस्किंग यू टू डू ऑल दिस? योग है कर्मसु कौशल. योग जो है, व्हेन यू डू वर्क विथ कर्म योगा एटीट्यूड, दैट कर्म में, कर्मसु मतलब कर्म में, when you are at work, on the work or about the work, having dexterity, people translate it as expertise, they talk about it as the skill at work. कौशल, कुशल है ना, कुशल, कुशलता. कुशलता is what? Expertise in work or dexterity in work. Dexterity is a better word because it is not just expertise that we will be talking about. So here the Lord is introducing one beautiful word, yoga hai sentence, yoga hai karmasu kaushalam. What does this mean? He explains in the 4th chapter in detail. This concept comes. It is called action in inaction and inaction in action. अकर्म में कर्म और कर्म में अकर्म. What is that concept? We will see. You want to see now or we will see later? Nothing much. अभी how do you, कर्म क्या करता है? We have been seeing ना, what does karma do? कर्म तो बंधन है ना. What does he say in the 3rd pada of कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते? माँ कर्म फल हेतुर्भू. Don't be the cause of something of which karma is the responsible. Karma brings about further vasanas. It is a bondage. Lord, you say karma brings bondage. That is what the scriptures say. Now you ask me to do karma. How is it very funny? You want me to remain a slave to this cycle of transmigration? जन्म मरण के चक्कर में हम पड़ा रहूं कर्म कर करके? Don't worry. तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व. योग है कर्मसु कौशलम. Conduct your work with dexterity. What kind of dexterity, Lord? Dexterity by which you will counter the effects of karma when you are engaged in karma. कर्म तो तुम करोगे ही, मगर कर्म का जो फल है, फल क्या है? हम तो रिवार्ड की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम यहाँ पे कर्म का इफेक्ट क्या है? व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ कर्म? दैट विल नॉट क्लिंग टू यू, दैट विल नॉट कम टू यू. यू विल नॉट बी बाउंड बाय द रिजल्ट्स ऑफ द कर्म. पाप और पुण्य है ना कर्म के फल, तो रिजल्ट ऑफ कर्म. यू विल नॉट बी बाउंड बाय दिस थिंग. पाप जुड़ गया, पुण्य जुड़ गया, हमें क्या पता? हम पुण्य जोड़ रहे हैं, हमें क्या पता कि वहाँ वो है कि ये नहीं है. तो पुण्य तो बाद में देखेंगे. ना ही पुण्य चाहिए ना ही पाप चाहिए. दैट इज अ सेफर स्टैंड. नो, मैं बस काम कर रहा हूँ. लेट मी डू माई वर्क, लेट मी एंजॉय डूइंग दिस वर्क. एवरी वर्क इज एंजॉयबल unless you get tired of it. This is what the Lord is talking. We have introduced this shloka today, and I think we will take this up in detail in the next class. But थोड़ा सा हम आज हिंदी का पढ़ लेते हैं. बुद्धि युक्त है, समत्व योग विषय बुद्धि से युक्त. बुद्धि, हमने कहा बुद्धि तो सबके पास है, और हम यहाँ कैसी बुद्धि की बात कर रहे हैं? समत्व योग विषयक बुद्धि. जो बुद्धि जिसमें समत्व ठूस ठूस के भरा हुआ है, जो बुद्धि समभाव से निर्मित है, जो समभाव में रहता है योगी, उसकी बुद्धि की बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट जस्ट एनी अदर बुद्धि। समत्व योग विषय बुद्धि से युक्त हुआ पुरुष अंतःकरण की शुद्धि के और ज्ञान प्राप्ति के द्वारा मिल्क जल रहा है। बाहर से नहीं, तो आचार्य बड़े क्लियरली बता रहे हैं यहाँ पे, अंतःकरण की शुद्धि के पश्चात ज्ञान प्राप्ति होने के बाद जब ज्ञान प्राप्ति के द्वारा सुकृत दुष्कृत पुण्य पाप दोनों को ही त्याग देता है। त्यागना मतलब उनसे ऊपर उठ जाना। यू आर नॉट क्लिंगिंग टू द पुण्य एंड पाप। आई डोंट वांट, आई डोंट नीड दिस, आई एम लुकिंग एट समथिंग मच हायर। पुण्य और पाप तो वो लोग करते हैं, पीछे पड़ते हैं पुण्य के पीछे जिनको सिद्धियां चाहिए, who want to enjoy. I am already enjoying myself. मैं तो I'm happiness. I don't want to be happy. I want to be happiness itself. Which is better out of the two? Which is better?
I want to be happiness.
I want to be happy. If I am happiness itself, then why do you want to be happy? So which is better? Which is profound? Which is more intense? Happiness itself. भगवान को कहते हैं कि यू आर हैप्पीनेस योरसेल्फ, व्हाई आर यू सीकिंग हैप्पीनेस? वन थिंग इज टू सीक हैप्पीनेस, देन सीक हैप्पीनेस इन दिस एंड दिस. हाउ लॉन्ग कैन दिस एंड दिस गिव मी हैप्पीनेस? वेदर इट इज मनी और रिलेशनशिप और अ बिग हाउस और अ लवली कार, हाउ लॉन्ग? ये सारे ऑब्जेक्ट सब टेम्पररी, खुद टेम्पररी हैं. When, how can they give me permanent happiness? So even when you are talking about punya, you are again talking about impermanent happiness only, no? I want to be in Swarga, I want to enjoy. How long will you enjoy? Shine punye, come back to earth. And again ये रोना धोना फिर शुरू. Again in the चक्की में फिर पिस रहे हो आप. It is very difficult to endure a bad situation, but having been in a good situation, बता रहे ना पहले earlier, Arjun, you have been so popular, so well known, people were praising you, and now if they defame you, what will be your situation? It is like that. स्वर्ग में जाके वापस आना वो और भी बहुत मुश्किल है. ना जाना तो ठीक है, चल जाएगा, पर वहाँ जाके वापस यहाँ आना, फिर वो कहते हैं नरक कोई और तो अलग नहीं बनाया, भगवान ने सिर्फ हेवन बनाया है, हेल बनाया नहीं है. हेल तो यही है ना. सो कीप योर एम हाई, गो फॉर द बेस्ट. दैट इज व्हाट इज कुशलता. Go for the best. Discard this punya and papa. Don't let them cling to you. आगे बढ़ते हैं. इसी लोक में कर्म बंधन से मुक्त हो जाना. दूसरे लोकों में तो मुक्ति है नहीं कर्म बंधन से. दूसरे लोक में जाना मतलब हेवन में जाना, स्वर्ग में जाना, मुक्ति थोड़ी है कर्म बंधन से. वो कर्म बंधन का एक रिजल्ट है, आउटपुट है वो. एक ऑन द वन हैंड यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मुक्ति एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बंधन, कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी एक्सपेक्टेशंस फ्रॉम योरसेल्फ, फॉर योरसेल्फ. डजंट जेल, डजंट वर्क. अमृता यह भवती. अमर तत्व तो यहाँ मिलता है, कहीं और ऊपर जाके नहीं मिलता, यहीं मिलता है. नान्य पंथः अयनाय विद्यते. पूरा बोलना पड़ेगा तभी याद आएगा. पुरुष सूक्त याद है? It will take 5 whole minutes for me to reach that place.
I can play it.
हाँ?
है मोबाइल में है लगा
वो बहन में है, दिखा के दे, पढ़ो। लास्ट पार्ट। यज्ञेन इत्यमयजन्ते देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रमाण्यासन्ते अनासं महिमानस्सन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः। यज्ञेन, यज्ञ से पहले, उससे पहले वाला मंत्र है ये। मुखाद इंद्रश्च अग्निश्च प्राणात् वायुर्जायत। वो वाला मुखाद, ब्राह्मणोस्य मुखमासी मुखाद इंद्रश्च अग्निश्च प्राणात् वायुर्जायत नान्यपन्थाः अनादित्यते। विद्वान अमृत यह भवति, दैट्स इह। यहाँ पे विद्वान जो है अमर यही होता है। अमृतत्व कहीं ऊपर जाके नहीं मिलती है, अमृत खा के नहीं मिलती अमृत। इनमें मिल गया था विद्वान अमृत यह भवति। यहाँ पे विदेह मुक्ति नहीं, क्रम मुक्ति नहीं, हियर एंड नाउ। व्हाट बेटर प्रॉमिस डू वी वांट? आगे बढ़ते हैं। क्योंकि योग ही तो कर्मों में कुशलता है, अर्थात स्वधर्म रूप कर्म में लगे हुए पुरुष का जो ईश्वर समर्पित बुद्धि से उत्पन्न हुआ सिद्धि असिद्धि विषयक समत्व भाव है, वही कुशलता है। जब समत्व होएगा, only then when you don't care about accomplishment or shortfall in accomplishment, with that kind of बुद्धि, चित्त शुद्धि से ही वो बुद्धि आ सकती है। एक्चुअली ज्ञान प्राप्ति से ही वो बुद्धि आ सकती है, पर हम कहते हैं समत्व रहो तो ज्ञान प्राप्त। इट इज अ साइकिल बेसिकली। सम धम जैसा ही हो, सम से दम आएगा, दम से शम आएगा। बोथ विल रीइंफोर्स ईच अदर। इसी को कुशलता कहते हैं। कुशलता वो है, कुछ भी करते हैं हम, काम करो, सिद्धि और असिद्धि की। डू योर योगा, डू योर वर्क, engaged in your activities without worrying what is going to happen. Will I succeed or not? Will I become Brahman? With that skeptical attitude, if we start our progress or our walk towards the divine, when will we reach the goal ultimately? You are already anxious right in the beginning. That is why kadachana. Don't be anxious about the fruits of the labor before the work is done, while the work is being done, and after the work is done. We all start out, बटन ऑन होते ही ये डिजायर शुरू हो जाएगा रिजल्ट का। डे 1 फर्स्ट महीने का पहले दिन से ही सोचेंगे इस महीने हमारा इंक्रीमेंट के साथ सैलरी मिलेगा। दिस इज अप्रैल का महीना। अरे अप्रैल को खत्म होने दो ना। When you talk about, I think there is a very nice snippet by Swami Chinmayananda, fruits of action करके है। We will ask Sushila as Sheila to send it. शीला ने भेजा था, 2-3 मिनट का है, बहुत सुंदर है, ब्यूटीफुल। All these things, I heard it. I used it yesterday in my college. A talk on Bhagavad Gita and management. So I used 2-3 snippets there. It became very popular. So this dexterity, this expertise is what we have to gain. And for that we have to have samatva buddhi. And we were also talking about practically working these out. Realize, understand this, all these things are temporary, they will come and go. Agama painaha. They are not permanent. We don't have to worry about them because they will not stay for long. Why should we worry about something which will go away? वो आया और गया बस, आया राम गया राम है. We don't have to give so much importance to it. हमारे सामने ही आता है जाता है. Why are we worried about it? Once we philosophically look at this point, then we will be able to easily get over this problem. Then there are meditative techniques. I have not still sent you that book now, Mindfulness. It's a beautiful book, introduction to being mindful. And this gentleman, this monk called Thich Nhat Hanh, he is next to Dalai Lama. He is the most popular Buddhist monk. And these Buddhists have retained the practice, all these beautiful practices which we have forgotten actually. During the Vietnam War, they shifted to the US and वहाँ पे बहुत काम किया. There was a lot of work. Sitting out there, they actually rescued the country from the cloth of inevitable death, destruction. What kind of destruction? You can't even imagine that you people would have been born at that time. For almost 10 years, the entire world was talking about Vietnam War. It was so bad. One of the worst things to happen on this earth. And these people went and दिन रात काम करके they rescued the country. It's not just talking or doing meditation. They actually worked towards the development of the country. They identified every child who was an orphan was identified. They had a good network. And they collected money, funds and sent it to Vietnam. It is like that WhatsApp में आया था ना, जो Nazi era में जो one gentleman, he resurrected lot of Nazi boys, Jews, lot of Jewish boys, Nazi कह रहा हूँ, sorry, Jewish boys. And one day his wife, took out his diary and invited all the boys who were living all over the world, and all of them came, some 500 of them, when he was, I think, 82 or something. To thank him, they had come from various parts of the world. They also didn't know who helped them out. This lady told, she found out their current address and contact. He never mentioned it to anybody. That is how people work. कर्म योगा की बात कर रहे हैं ना, मैंने किया है, मुझे चाहिए रिजल्ट. Ordinary people whom the world doesn't know, they are doing great work. Even Thich Nhat Hanh or Pema Chodron and all, they never wanted fame. They became famous. They were helpless, they became famous. They didn't want to be famous because they were interested in the work that they were doing. There's so many. Mother Teresa, we had Mother Teresa here. What did she want? Did she want anything at all? Not only she achieved great success in life, she also inspired so many people, thousands of people she has inspired. Unless and until you have such people coming every now and then, the values will, compassion, sympathy will go out of this world, I tell you. It is because of, they are all called avataras. अवतार पुरुष का यही मतलब, यही काम है उनका, to sustain अध्युत्थानम अधर्मस्य. I come to protect dharma in this world. They do. Chale, we will continue next time. We will do this chanting and maybe spend some time, little time, not much.